Hello there, everyone. Thank you for joining me for this Pranayama for PMS practice. My name is Kelsey, and I'm going to be guiding you through this Pranayama practice today. We're going to do 3 different styles of Pranayama today that will, first of all, hopefully ease any discomfort that you might be feeling in your body during this time, as well as pacify or calm your mind, your emotions during this typically tender time of the month. I am currently in my luteal phase experiencing PMS symptoms, so I am right there with you if you are choosing this video for that reason, to find that sense of ease in your body and your mind. And I have personally found that these pranayama techniques are very powerful and beneficial for me during this time, so I hope that they are also powerful and beneficial for you. So you're going to need some things today. Of course, if you do not have these things, you don't absolutely need them, but I do find that they are going to make this practice so much more supportive. So if you're able to find like some throw pillows, some couch pillows or couch cushions, grab a couple of those, and also grab yourself a blanket. Any blanket will do. So we're going to set up starting laying down, and we're going to use the pillows underneath our knees in Supta Baddha Konasana and the blanket under our head for just a little bit of neck and head support. And so when you're ready, you'll come down onto your back, making any adjustments you need to your props, to your clothes, to your hair. This is all part of the practice. It's not something that's getting in the way. And so just really take time to make sure that you feel comfortable through the head, the neck, the shoulders. And then you're going to bring soles of your feet together, knees go apart, and bring your pillows as close in as you want so that when your knees drop out, you have that support underneath your legs. If this still, even with the support, feels too much, or you're not using the support and it feels like too much, you can keep your feet on the mat, walk your feet to the edges of your mat, and let your knees drop inward like so. This is called conscious rest. And then the version with your pillows under your legs and your feet together is Supta Baddha Konasana. Take one hand over your low abdomen, and take the other hand maybe over your ribs, over your heart space area. And we're going to begin with some diaphragmatic breathing, transitioning that into Dirgha Pranayama, 3-part breath or a long breath. And so right away on your next inhale, I want you to breathe into the belly and feel that hand that's on the belly lift up as you breathe in. Exhaling and pulling the belly in. Really not pulling the belly in, letting the belly deflate naturally, but right at the bottom of the exhale, just push out the air that's left over. Very gentle. Inhale, breathe into the belly, let it expand into your hand like a balloon. Exhale and allow for your belly to relax down. Once again, just right at the bottom, push out any stale air that's left over. Let's do another one like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. And now we'll start to build onto this to create Dirgha Pranayama. Inhaling into your belly, letting it expand. And then allow for the breath to move up towards your rib cage, feeling your ribs flare side to side. As you exhale, your ribs pull inward towards each other and your belly relaxes down, pushing out the stagnant air at the bottom. Inhale into your belly, then your ribs, and exhale from the ribs first and then from the belly. Moving on, inhale into the belly, into the ribs, and then let the breath move up towards your chest and your collarbones. You can even set a hand up there to really feel the expansion in your chest as you breathe in. And then exhale, let your chest relax, let your ribs relax, and let your belly relax. Breathe into belly, ribs, and chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. And this is your Dirga Pranayama. Breathing in belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. And you're going to take about 10 more rounds like this. I'll guide a couple more and then I'll let you breathe on your own, inhaling belly, ribs, and chest. Exhale, chest and ribs, then belly. Breathing in belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. Continue. Really let go of any thinking aside from maybe counting the breath. But even with that, I'll let you know when it's time to come back. And so you can just lose yourself in this rhythm. Focus on the breathing. With your next exhale, returning to a more natural breath, letting go of some of the control of the breath, but noticing how when we breathe more consciously, it does alter our what's called our tidal breath, just the way that we inhale and exhale naturally without any input. And from here, we're going to move into the second pranayama practice, but first we'll need to come up to a seat. So if you're in the Supta Baddha Konasana with your legs in a diamond shape, your feet together, knees apart, you're going to take your hands to your legs and help the legs come back together. You can move your cushions off to the side and then roll over to one side and very slowly, mindfully pick yourself up, coming back to an upright seat. And you can use either your cushions or that rolled blanket. Bring it underneath your hips so you have a little bit of support. This is going to make it a little bit easier on your lower back, and this is an area that I know is definitely tender during this time of the month, so take care. Really, this is a practice about support and pacification and creating calm and creating balance within ourselves. So we're going to move into Anuloma Viloma, alternate nostril breathing, inhaling through the left nostril, exhaling through the right, and then inhaling through the right nostril and exhaling through the left. We'll do this together 5 times, and you're going to use a mudra. You're going to take your right hand and bring your index finger and middle finger towards the palm of your hand and keep your ring, pinky, and thumb extended. The ring and pinky finger stay together as a unit because they don't really like to be separate. And so we're going to bring the hand in front of the face and just take a moment to place your right thumb over your right nostril, slightly above the fleshy part of the nostril so you're closing off the airway. And then notice how just by a slight turn of the wrist, you can push your ring finger into the left nostril. And so we're going to be using this slight shift of our wrists, but we're not putting too much pressure, just enough to close off the air. Whenever you're ready, releasing the nostrils, just take a breath in for nothing and a breath out. Recall the way that you are breathing in Dirga Pranayama from the belly to the chest. You're going to be using this here, and you're going to close off your right nostril and inhale through your left nostril, deep into the belly. Close the left nostril at the top, open the right, and exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Close the right nostril, open the left, and exhale. And that's one round. Inhale through the left nostril. Close the left, open the right, exhale. Inhale right. Close right, open left, exhale. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Final round, inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. And exhale left. Release your right hand down. Breathe in through both nostrils, nice and slow. And exhale through both nostrils. Take a couple more breaths, breathing naturally to observe. And flutter your eyelids open, letting the light back in. And we'll move into a child's pose for our last pranayama practice together. And so you could use your blanket, unfolding it a couple of times so that you have a good bit of cushion, but it's a little bit wider towards the back of the mat. Come around through tabletop pose, widen your knees, big toes touch each other, and then send your hips back towards your heels. If you're feeling like coming down here is too much pressure on the abdomen, you might put a pillow underneath the ribs and the belly so that you have something to rest down on. But if you don't feel like you need that, then you'll come down to a more common child's pose. Let your head be heavy. Relax the space between your shoulder blades. And begin to feel how, being in this position, you can feel the back of your ribs moving. Feeling your back body expanding, and then relaxing down on the breath out. And this last pranayama practice is quite simple. You're going to inhale through your nostrils and exhale with your lips closed, but creating a humming sound, so it might sound something similar to this. And you're going to do this 10 times. If it doesn't match up with what my exhale and my sound is, it's okay. I want you to really focus on the sound of your exhale, the sound of your humming, and let your mind really get lost in that. And this is a really powerful way to quiet the mind. And so beginning when you're ready with a deep inhale, exhale for Brahmari. After your last round, returning to a natural breath. Keeping your eyes closed, slowly walk your hands in and come up to a kneeling position, sitting back on your heels. You can move your knees in if that feels better to you. Just take a moment and upright to feel the effect of your pranayama practice. From here, if you wanted to, you could take a shavasana, just laying down on your back. You could take legs up the wall if that is comfortable for your lower back. Or you can close the practice here with me now. Bringing hands together in front of the heart, connect to a sense of gratitude for the practice, for this time that you've had to be on your mat and be in the practice, for everything that fell into place so that you could be here, and for yourself for choosing to set aside this time and do something good for you. With this in mind, we'll close with a chant of Om. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to chant Om. Thank you all so much for joining me for this practice today. I hope that this practice has served you well. Please let me know if there are any other classes that you would like to see on my channel that could support you during any phase of your cycle. I love to focus on this. It's very important to me to support people who menstruate, so I'm always looking for more ideas and more suggestions. Let me know how this one went for you as well. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. I release new classes every single week. So until then, let's practice together again soon. Thank you. Namaste.